Okay. My journey with AVID started in the fall of 1993 when I started 7th grade at Lincoln Middle School in Vista, California. My parents were in the middle of a pretty devastating divorce, and I had recently moved to the San Diego area with my dad and my brother. I heard about a class that was focused on helping students prepare for high school and ultimately college, and I knew immediately that that was a class for me. I apprehensively approached the teacher, Donna Hamilton, and I begged her to let me in. She agreed to let me join AVID at the beginning of second quarter. That day changed the trajectory of my life. In 8th grade, I managed to convince Mrs. Hamilton to let me join her honors English and history classes. I was the only student in those classes who was not GATE identified, but Mrs. Hamilton believed in my potential, and she knew that I had the support in her AVID class to be successful. This is what AVID does. AVID pushes, encourages, and opened doors to opportunities with the message, you belong here. I continued AVID all 4 years at Vista High School with the support and encouragement from my high school AVID teacher, Joyce King, who's here. I challenged myself to take multiple honors, AP, and IB courses, and was accepted to my Reach School and Mrs. King's alma mater, UC Santa Barbara. I would never have applied without her confidence in me. I double majored in political science and law and society and minored in history. After spending most of college intent on going to law school, I decided at the end of my junior year to be a teacher. I returned to Vista High School to complete my student teaching in the fall of 2004, and Mrs. King graciously agreed to be one of my master teachers and encouraged me to be an AVID tutor. This experience was my first opportunity to pay it forward and confirmed my desire to make AVID an integral part of who I am as a teacher. Over the last 20 years, AVID has been at the core of my educational philosophy. When teachers hold students accountable to the highest standards and provide academic and social support, those students will rise to the challenge. During my first year of teaching, I wrote my master's thesis on implementing AVID strategies in content area classrooms. Since then, AVID has driven every aspect of my teaching career, from teaching the AVID elective at both the middle and high school level, to serving on multiple AVID site teams, attending AVID trainings, facilitating the AVID tutor trainings for Capistrano Unified student teachers, and participating in the first cohort of AVID certified educators. AVID has provided me with so many opportunities to get involved and share my story. In 2019, I was approached by my principal about starting an AVID program at Vista Del Mar. After attending the general session at my first AVID Summer Institute, I texted Mrs. King to tell her that I was following in her footsteps. Because of AVID, I've had the opportunity to build the same relationships with my students that my AVID teachers have fostered with me. Okay. When I started AVID at Vista Del Mar, I knew immediately that I wanted to invite Gilberto to apply. He had been in my English 6 class, and he was exactly the type of student I wanted for our program. He was an EL learner and a special education student who had faced many hardships outside of school. Despite the obstacles he faced, Gilberto always worked hard to ensure that he put his education first. With the support of Gilberto's family, special education case carrier, the ELD coordinator, and the administration, I was able to get his IEP amended so that he could be in VDM's first AVID class and Spanish 1 in 8th grade. Taking the time to get to know Gilberto's circumstances outside the classroom helped me help him be successful in school and reach his goals. Gilberto thrived in AVID throughout high school, and this past fall, he realized his dream of studying social work and playing soccer at Cal State Fullerton. My experiences as an AVID student and teacher significantly impacted a student who joined my AVID class in the fall of 2023. Even though I had never had Maggie as a student, I knew her parents were going through a contentious divorce, and as a result, she acted out in school. I ran into Maggie at 8th grade registration that August, and she mentioned that she wanted to take her academics more seriously. I knew about the chaos going on in her home life, so I invited Maggie to join AVID and told her that if she ever needed someone to talk to about her parents' divorce, I knew exactly what she was going through. Maggie's attitude towards school and her behavior changed immediately. Maggie knew I was in her corner and believed in her ability. She began to take more ownership of her education, ask questions, and take academic risks. Maggie's mom recently told me that AVID and the relationship that I built with Maggie saved her. I'm so proud of the young woman Maggie is becoming, and I look forward to celebrating her successes as she continues in high school and beyond. Building AVID from the ground up at VDM has been one of the most rewarding projects of my career. I started with a class of 16 seventh grade students and 8 eighth grade students, and since then I've expanded our program to include sixth grade students. The AVID students are successful academically, involved in extracurricular activities, leaders on campus, and are making a difference in our community. They take ownership of our program and have helped to recruit and interview the incoming students. As a result, I will have 40 students in my AVID class with a wait list. And Vista Del Mar is in the process of adding AVID Elementary to become the first TK-8 school in the district. The impact you have as an AVID educator is generational. The lessons that I was taught and the relationships that I built with Donna Hamilton and Joyce King over 30 years ago have impacted every single student who has been in my classroom. Get to know your students as individuals. Help them identify their strengths and potential, and provide them with the insight of who they have the opportunity to be with hard work and dedication. AVID is more than just a class. This program inspires our students to be the best versions of themselves, to take risks, and to pay it forward. I am proof of it. Thank you.